Hello everyone, I'm Dr. Robert Zega, Superintendent of the Woodbridge Township School District, and I'm here with Assistant Superintendent for Curriculum Instruction, John Bader, and we are here to talk about our one-to-one iPad rollout for all 8th graders in the district. John, can you give us a little bit of background about how all this came about?
Yes, Dr. Zega. We started with a teacher device rollout several years ago, where elementary and middle school teachers received iPads, high school teachers received Chromebooks, and we followed that up through the technology department under the leadership of Chris Callahan with several professional development opportunities for teachers, including the Summer Tech Academy, which actually is currently going on today. And after that, we basically have been looking for ways and really a rationale to provide students with a device as well. We've made numerous visits to Monroe Township, to Edison Township. Most recently, we went to a school called the String Theory School in Philadelphia. And at that school, we saw something different, and that big difference was the fact that those teachers in that school, the administration, they created their own curriculum in iTunes University, and that really, I think, gave us an additional, a very powerful rationale to say, you know what, maybe we should consider reallocating money from textbooks and into our teachers and curriculum development and student devices.
What kind of faculty and administrative support was there for this project, or is there for this project?
Very powerful. The middle school principals have been on board. The teachers are excited, and I think to undergo a project of this scope, we really are fortunate that we have a very large district and we have very talented, skillful people. We have several Apple trained, certified people as well. Heading up this project, Courtney Cuevas, Joe Vitale, Kyle Reed have been really instrumental in providing additional supports for the curriculum development teams. We've been very lucky to put together teams in math and science with veteran teachers who are really, it's a totally different way of creating curriculum. They're really creating the curriculum versus relying on a textbook, and it's been challenging. There's been a lot more hours associated with it, but the teams have been working really well. Thank the Board of Education and obviously you, Dr. Zega, for the support of the project. And I think at the end of the day, we're going to have a more engaging, more relevant, more real-world curriculum. And obviously the tool, the iPad, will allow the students to craft projects and that I feel will reach the highest levels of Bloom's taxonomy with creativity and productivity.
Now, you mentioned that the curriculum would be digital instead of from a textbook, so we have an additional positive from this whole project is we will no longer be relying on textbooks and their excessive cost.
Correct. We will not. We'll kind of break the ties with that really costly cycle of textbooks and outdated textbooks and replacing textbooks. It's really something that the county, superintendent as well has encouraged us to do. To break those ties, to really do a standards-based but teacher-created, and I think that's the powerful part, that our teachers are now, using their creativity. That's what makes it exciting.
And that creativity won't end when the curriculum committee ends. It'll be ongoing. It'll be a creative document that is constantly updated.
Absolutely, and really, if you think about it, to go back and change it, make it better, we can do that on a yearly basis. Very, very cost effective. It won't cost a lot of money, and we plan on actually doing that, circling back and making it better and better every year.
Okay. I think we both agree that the three important ideas that we need for this rollout would be, one is obviously the devices, two is the curriculum, and three is professional development for the teachers. Can you talk a little bit about what we're going to do for our 8th grade science and math teachers?
Absolutely. So we will, and obviously that is a key component. We need to support the teachers, and that support will be ongoing. We'll hit the ground running on day one of the school year, the day before the students come in. We will be giving all math and science teachers a special training with the iPad, how to access iTunes, how to access all the resources that we've placed into the curriculum within iTunes. That will be followed up then with an all full day training where things like workflow, options on how to use the curriculum, how to use Apple Classroom to monitor what the students are doing, which is a new component which we really like a lot. And teachers will be able to go deep on that in mid-September. And then the students will be receiving their iPads. So the students will not receive their iPads until the staff receives this critically important training. Then our Apple certified people under the leadership of Mr. Callahan will be going into the schools, actually visiting the classrooms, answering any questions students might have, answering any questions teachers might have, and it will not end all year. So we understand the vital importance of providing that support.
And can you talk a little bit about additional information that'll be given to the parents regarding this rollout?
Absolutely. So we do understand this is a major undertaking and a major project. Obviously, it will require parental support. I want to thank the parents for their support for this project. We have created a booklet which will be available at open houses. It will also be available online on the school websites, on the district website. There are some sign-off sheets, obviously, for the responsibility of the iPad. It is a expensive device. There are also expectations on how the students will be treating their iPad, charging it before they come to school every day, keeping the case on it that we've provided for them. As far as a tool for organizing, the students will be able to keep their notes on this. The students will have their math and science curriculum on here. They're going to have some of their language arts books on here. And moving forward, we'll be looking to add the social studies and the language arts curriculum on here as well next summer.
That sounds great, and I know you've been working on this for months and months, practically years. You are to be congratulated, as well as the entire tech team and everybody who's been a part of this historic program that we're rolling out here in Woodbridge Township. One last little fact about how many iPads will be distributed to students.
We will be distributing about 1,600 iPads to students, and along with this project, teachers at the elementary and middle school level will be getting a new iPad. And this iPad, a couple nice things about it is, number one, it's twice the memory. So for things that people want to save on here or educational apps, there will be plenty of room for that. Plenty of room for movies that are created, plenty of room for keynotes, garage band creations, different things like that. And that upgrade, the entire upgrade, is 1,980 iPads.
Wow, just under 2,000 iPads. Well, I want to thank you, Mr. Bader, for your efforts, and like I said, your entire tech team. One of our core beliefs is to give the students what they need, and I think this is technology, and these are resources, and this is information that they need to be successful and significant after they leave our school. So thank you very much. I can't wait for the rollout. I can't wait to hear the teacher and the student and the parent feedback from this very, very significant and historic project. So thank you very much, and we hope you enjoy the rest of your summer, and we will see you soon.